Olympic champion.
So how long does that fight last?
Listen, my opinion, it's 1 round.
There's been some talk about possibly Joshua using Jake Paul as a tune-up to fight you. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know about tune-up. I think Jake Paul knocks him out.
That
Anthony by murder.
by murder.
Yes.
Golly.
Might knock his head off a little bit. Like, it might be special effect, but it might, like, go out.
Like legit.
Boxing legends share their thoughts on the upcoming Jake Paul vs. Anthony Joshua fight. Usyk says this matchup will end in the first round because he has fought Joshua twice and fully understands the power Joshua has. He believes this event is mainly about making money, not improving the sport. Usyk thinks Joshua only needs one clear moment to show the huge difference between them. To him, this is not a real contest but a quick finish, and he sees Jake entering a situation far beyond anything he has faced before.
About AJ taking that fight. Obviously, it's a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
Do you see something wrong with AJ taking that fight?
This is just a lot of money, just a show.
Right.
This is not interesting sport because, guys, brothers, Anthony, it's Olympic champion.
Right.
Jake, it's just sportsman. Yeah, YouTuber. Jake do a lot of work. Special coach, special food, a lot of exercise, new.
Yes.
But this is guy don't have a mother fights.
Right.
Never
Right.
a mother fights. Maybe them wrestling now professional, but Joshua, Anthony Joshua, it's Olympic champion.
So how long does that fight last?
Listen, my opinion, it's 1 round because Anthony twice, my fight twice, jab.
Very hard.
Yeah, look. You know, this is.
And still from his
Damn,
fight.
this jab.
Tyson Fury takes a completely different view and makes one of the boldest predictions in the debate. Fury claims Jake Paul will knock out Joshua, a statement that surprises many because it goes against most expert opinions. Fury argues that Jake is getting stronger, training harder, and turning himself into a more complete fighter. He believes Jake's growth could matter more than experience, and that confidence can shape outcomes. Fury often enjoys saying unexpected things, but this time he insists Jake's rise could lead to a shocking result. He sees Jake not as an internet star, but as a fighter working seriously. His prediction is controversial, but it adds weight because it comes from someone who understands heavyweight boxing better than most.
Possibly Joshua using Jake Paul as a tune-up to fight you. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know about tune-up. I think Jake Paul knocks him out.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Why so? What impresses you about Jake Paul?
I just think Jake Paul would knock AJ out. I think AJ's a spent force, and I think Jake Paul's on the rise. And I like his new heavyweight.
Teddy Atlas looks at the fight from a strategic angle rather than hype or fan pressure. He recognizes Joshua's massive power but also says Jake is not empty-handed. According to Atlas, Jake has youth on his side, and younger fighters often recover faster, move with confidence, and take risks older fighters avoid. He also says Jake's footwork has improved, and that could bother Joshua if he underestimates it. Atlas believes every fight has two sides, and this one does too. Joshua has size, experience, and history, but Jake has certain tools that matter. Atlas goes further, saying Jake's hunger could help him because he is early in his career and has not suffered the mental fatigue longtime pros face. Joshua does best when he controls distance, but Jake's faster feet and willingness to attack could create small chances. Those chances may be small, but they exist. Atlas isn't saying Jake will win, but that he should not be ignored.
While we look at all the advantages that Joshua has, let's look at how I look at where maybe Paul has some advantages. He's younger. His feet are a little faster. I know he's not at that level of a fighter. I get it. But his feet are faster. Joshua's feet are not that fast, closing gaps, getting to somebody. To hit him, even if you're better than him, you still got to get to him to hit him. Also, Joshua, last time he fought was over a year. He hasn't fought. He was basically retired. Where's his mind at? He got knocked out terribly by Dubois. Where's his confidence? Where's his mindset? Where is he? Is he taking this fight the way that fans are, overlooking Paul, taking him for granted? Yeah, it probably is. Might be. Does that weigh in? Yeah, that weighs in. People don't look at those parts of it. And the weight. Paul's smart. He always puts clauses in there. I know this is the first time he's fighting a guy who's bigger than him and all that stuff. But he put in a 245-pound weight, clause. where he can't come in over 245. What is Joshua weighing? He was off over a year. He was basically retired. Was he 280? Was he 290? Was he 275? Easily could be the case. He didn't have a lot of time now to get to 245. How does that affect him? Oh, we forgot about that. It's a little thing, but it's not that little. It's a thing that Paul put there for a reason. Again, Paul hasn't made too many mistakes. He's been pretty damn smart. I'm not saying he's the fighter that Joshua is, but I don't know if Joshua's the fighter that Joshua.
Lamont Roach speaks with respect for the sport and concern for what could happen if Joshua fights Jake with real aggression. He does not see this as an even matchup because Joshua's natural strength and technical background create a level of danger Jake has never experienced. Roach says Joshua doesn't need to throw many punches for the damage to be serious. One strong hit could change everything, especially with Joshua's size and heavyweight power. He believes Jake cannot safely absorb that kind of force, and the physical gap between them could put Jake in real danger.
Excuse me. My first thoughts was this guy's crazy. Not gonna lie. But I get it. Coming from a guy who's not a true traditional boxer, and to be able to have a position where he can fight a former unified world champion, former Olympic gold medalist, and to do it on such a stage where Anthony Joshua is a superstar as well. I mean, like, he sold out the O2, twice.
Absolutely.
I think. So, I think Jake is setting himself up for, a huge spectacle, and which is, kind of smart. If you're going to go big, why not go to the highest of the mountain? Why not? And I get it. That's what you call business right there. And I seen a lot of guys calling them out, from like Gabe to, other guys who are
Berlanga.
boxers. Yeah, like guys who actually beat him. But why would he settle for those guys when he could fight Anthony Joshua? So I think that's smart. I think that's super smart.
Smart is one thing. What do you think happens in the ring, though, champ?
I think he gets hurt for sure. I think he gets obliterated. Something close to like Francis Ngannou. I think something like that happens, and it's going to be bad for him. But there will be a lot.
Andrew Tate reacts to the fight in a simple and direct way. He says Jake has stepped into a massive challenge and deserves respect for it. Tate appreciates the risk Jake is taking and admits most people would never fight someone as powerful as Joshua. For him, the result matters less than Jake's willingness to step up. He believes Jake is showing ambition few fighters or influencers would show. Tate focuses more on courage than outcome, and says Jake's decision alone deserves admiration.